Hello, hello, hello. Going to do a little bit more streaming today. I picked kind of an easy one. I kind of talked about this one a little bit yesterday. I just need something relatively easy, so I don't like. I, I'm doing these to get practice at explaining myself and thinking out loud, and also solving problems and discovering where I might have shortcomings in my knowledge, like I've forgotten something or never learned it properly, that type of thing. So, anyways, let's set the timer and let's go. Okay, 25 minutes on the clock. A number after a double reversal. So, reversing an integer means to reverse all its digits. 2021 becomes 1202, reversing that. Actually, this is a better one. If you reverse, it doesn't explain it, but if you reverse that number again, you get the same number. If you take this number, 12,300, reverse it, you get 321. But if you reverse it again, you get 123. So that one's false. So this looks pretty straightforward. So could do this as a one-liner probably, but I don't want to. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to do reversed and let's do my new favorite command, which is 0d dot format num print num or print rev, just to debug. So that's what we're doing here is we're reversing this, or turning it into a string, and then reversing the string. And then if we rev num equals int rev, this will cast it into back into an integer. So if there's any what were trailing zeros will become leading zeros here. This will remove the leading zeros by turning it from a string back into an integer. And if we reverse that again, final reversed 0d dot format rev. Ooh. Not warmed up today. Return num equal rev int rev final. Really not warmed up today. Let's run this and see what happens. Okay, screwed up the reversing format. Do I still have my? Format string syntax. Here we go. Decimal integer. Oh, I don't think I need the 0. I think it just needs to be D. Or maybe not. Again, I love the examples because there was that one that showed, yeah, here we go. Oh, 0:D, okay. Again, Leetcode is really good this is what I was hoping to get out of this, is just reminders of how to do some of this stuff that I just don't do very often. So. Oh crap, am I going to? Jeez. Okay. Blah equals. Make sure blah. Okay, good. Blah does not exist. Reversed. Hello. Blah. Print blah, stir blah. Ooh. I'm learning something new. Look at this. Well, let's think about this. We could do this in a different way. We could turn this into a list, which will be way less strings being created. So I could do x for x in hello. Blah becomes that. Blah dot reverse. Blah. Yeah, let's actually do this with 3, 2, 1 and blah dot reverse. Blah. Okay, and then if we do int join blah, we get 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's the secret. So first we're going to do x for x in sternum. Actually, I don't want to call this. You know what? Actually, let's learn a lesson from yesterday. Let's start over, because I yesterday got confused with too much noise on the page. So num stir equal, or num list actually. X for x in sternum, print num list reverse num rev equals int num list. Oh, need to join. So now at this point it's a number, and so if we reverse it again, num list equals x for x in stir num rev, and return num equals int dot join num list. Okay, before I hit run, so reversing it, turning it back into an integer. Oop, I didn't reverse it. Num list dot reverse. There we go. Because it needs to be reversed again Okay, I like that. Boom. Let's remove this so we can get our maximum speed. Submit. Ugly, but it worked. It's actually pretty fast. I still don't like that I had to create those strings, but the alternative would have been going through and trying to um, uh, remove the leading zeros, which actually you can do that pretty easily also. I think it's just easier to cast it. That's a good optimization question. So let's look at the time. Okay, so that took like 10 minutes. That was longer than I thought it would take, but hey, learned a lesson. Delete that. Okay, before I sign off here, I wanted to share something that I discovered. While doing, looking around, there's the Explore tab. Actually, let me go back. Oh, it's not there. It's here under the problems. Yeah, normally there's this little header at the top. I guess that's not there while you're in the thing, but anyways. Okay, sorry, thrashing around here. There's this Explore tab, and when you go there, off to the side, oh, actually it wasn't off to the side, it was a little bit weird, but there's a code templates. This is really cool. It gives you some common patterns for data structures and algorithms. And of course, as you can see here, you got your different languages. And this two pointers one is actually, zoom in a little bit here. This two pointers one was actually a situation I ran into the other day doing a different problem and that I didn't string. And it's funny, when I see pointers, I think like C++, I don't necessarily think Python or even Java. But the idea, the concept is still the same of, you know, like, and especially like in a linked list where you want to, you know, get data pieces that are connected together. You need to iterate through them. The pointer idea is a really, really good idea there. And but yeah, like the sliding window. This is one I have. I see sliding windows mentioned like in database queries and stuff like that, but I don't believe I've ever really coded one from scratch. So seeing this very simple, you know, framework here basically, and then just explaining, hey, add your logic in. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. Prefix sum was another one I was working on. I think I wound up, like, I don't want to say first principles, but you know, kind of deriving that, and it felt like it took a while. But anyways, I wanted to share all this because there's, you know, reversing a linked list, you know. But the one that was really caught my eye was, oh yeah, you know, a depth first binary tree search. You know, it's really, really simple. You know, just call the function on left and then call the function on right, return the answer. And you know, of course, the base condition, you know, say, hey, if you're not at root, you know, if there is no root, you know, return none. And just, I don't know, these 10 lines of code. I was like, oh my God, yeah, I just need to memorize this. And of course, they have the iterative version down here if you know you're more comfortable with that. You know, and you know, same idea basically. And it's like, oh yeah, this is a great idea. And breadth first search. It's funny, I can visualize depth first very well. They just really stuck with me when I first learned it. Breadth first search, I remember visually what it looks like, but the code, for some reason, I don't know, it never stuck with me. So seeing this was like, oh, perfect, you know. So anyways, thought I would share that with everybody, and yeah, have a great day. See you next time.